Ladies and gentlemen, my name is BrendenPlayz, and this is the BrendenPlayz versus Twitch Total Extreme Wrestling mod. If you don't know what this mod is, there is a link to it in the description down below with all the information about it. But if you do know what this mod is, and you want to keep up to date with what's going on with your characters or some of the other characters in the mod, that's exactly what this video is for. Today, we're going to be giving you an update on what's been happening in the mod for the month of April, and before that as well in the months leading into April. So let's go ahead and take a look. So let's start things off here with BrendenPlayz, the company itself. Let's take a quick little look at the champions. Currently the champion right now for the Intercontinental Championship is Jason Ryan. He just won the championship recently. Money in the Bank holder is Roy Party. The Royal Rumble winner, of course, was Flynn, who used his Royal Rumble opportunity to challenge for the Evolved Championship from Slim. The Tag Team Championships, Julius and Echo, they won them from the Big Ballers at BPZ Mania. The US Champion is Julius. The Carnage Universal Champion is Bart, and of course the Evolved Champion is now Flynn. A lot of these title changes took place at the recent BPZ Mania pay-per-view. It had over 10,000 people turn up to the event in attendance. 0.31 got the pay-per-view for the buy rate. The main event was Flynn versus Slim, by far the best match we've had so far in this series. It got a 93. The other big headlining match was the Kingdom, which was Echo and Julius beating the Big Balls, which of course is my own character, BrendenPlayz, and Samir for the tag team titles. Bart and Bailey had a classic as well for 82. That was for the Carnage Universal title, Bart winning that from Bailey. Conspiracy, they defeated To Die As Kings. Hollow defeated FD in a, well, it was a bit of a hardcore matchup there, and that actually was probably the surprise of the show. Did not expect that match to be so good, but it got an 80 rated performance. It was excellent. We also had Jason Ryan win a 5-way to become the Intercontinental Champion. That was a 75. And Grizzle Tough defeated the Chosen Ones for 47, and Tavi beat Brett Storm, and that was Brett Storm's last appearance here in BPZ. He's now left the company. And Road Party also got a huge win when he won Money in the Bank, beating Bashka, Yelich, Prince, Ness, and the Ryan. So big stuff been happening, and Tasteful Chain got a win on the Battle Royal as well. So BPZ Mania was the big culmination of all of our big storylines, and lots of title changes have taken place as we just saw. So BrendenPlayz certainly shaping up right now. Lots of exciting things are happening. But also, the competition is starting to heat up as well. Over here at Twitch Wrestling, things are looking very, very interesting as well. Let's take a look at some of their recent shows, their last pay-per-view, including Monda. Monda, yes, the legend from BPZ, has now jumped ship. He's left BrendenPlayz, he's officially joined Twitch, and he has become their new World Heavyweight Champion. Not only that, he's formed a brand new faction. It's called the Exiles. It features 3 people that have jumped ship from BPZ to Twitch. So 3 guys that have left their former employer coming to Twitch all at the same time. Monda, the Roman Predator, who is now known as TRP, Angelo Cato, now known as Brad, all coming together to join and become the Exiles. Jalen Joe defeated Lucifer on this pay-per-view as well. He cheated his way to a victory. Cal Williams defeated Ace Cruiser to keep the Twitch Internet Championship. Sebastian Santiago defeated Colton Putman. The New Bloods, they're still the tag team champions when they beat the Bone Snappers. Nightmare Kid got a win over Connor Clark to retain the Twitch Cruiserweight Championship. Sweet Brother Bob also picked up a win over CM Richie. So that was the last pay-per-view on Twitch Wrestling. Here is the current champions. We read out majority of them there. Nightmare Kid, the Cruiserweight Champion. The Internet Champion still is Cal Williams. He's yet to lose the championship. A brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Markov Drago, no longer the champion. Monda is the man there. And Jack Bishop and Hans Clayton, known as the New Bloods, are the tag team champions. We'll take a look at our big 2 rosters in the main event scene and all the popularity swings at the moment from these 2 companies. And right now, as you can see, Bart is one of the top premier talents here in the company in the main event. Over 70 popularity now, a huge rise from him. Echo, his Kingdom member as well, doing pretty well in the mid-60s. But it was Flynn, a massive rise, now well and truly in the 80s, almost high 80s in a lot of those areas. Hollow becoming a bit of a main event player right now with 60 popularity. Johnny Kills rising up. And also Julius, another name, gaining a hell of a lot of popularity after a massive win at BPZ Mania. Row Party, after winning Money in the Bank, now has over 60 popularity as well. Samir, still lacking a bit of popularity, but just manages to scrape in as a main eventer with 57, 58 popularity. Slim in the 80s as well, and that is the big changes right now for BPZ. So over on the Twitch roster, Brad, 56 popularity now, regaining a little bit of popularity he lost when he recently left BPZ. Jacob Williams, 39 popularity, killing it at the moment, now entering the Cruiserweight division. He'll definitely be one of the stars of that Cruiserweight division. Jalen Joe, 40 popularity after beating Lucifer, who still has, well and truly, 40 plus popularity. He has been on fire. Without a doubt, I feel as though he might be the #1 guy right now over on the Twitch brand. Markov Drago, though, he has got a hell of a lot of popularity, gaining a ton in the recent couple of months, up to 42, 43. Monda's their main guy. He's got 68 popularity. Look for him to really explode in the near future when he gets rolling. And of course, Sebastian Santiago, 32. And TRP has got 38 as well. So their main event scene's looking very, very impressive as well. Let's take a look at Aki Championship Wrestling right now. And for them, the best in the world is currently 234 Kid. That's their world championship. And 234 Kid has won it recently from CRM. The Hardcore Championship belongs to the Mailman. He is the current holder after winning it from Tyrone Wilson. And the Tag Team Champions Subi and 234 Kid, they hold those championships as well. So very, very exciting stuff there. And for ACW, their recent pay-per-view was a 42. And, you know, majority of their shows, they're looking as though they're around the 40 mark. So they're not quite excelling on the level of the other brands or the other companies. But, you know, 90,000 people tuning in. Their TV ratings are pretty solid for their size, and expect them to really start heating up in the near future. Lots of roster space available for them. I expect them to maybe land a couple of big free agents coming up very, very soon. Superstar Wrestling right now are on their 1-month break after their tour has just ended, and they have been having some really good shows. 58, as you can see, for their television show, but a lot of 60s and high 50s here has been the frequent norm for them. We look at their last takeover show, it was a 64, over 4,000 people turning up for their event. Zachary Drake and Birdman defeating Stevie Ray and George in the main event. Bulldozer and Archangel, Kurt Justice, Jack Starr, George Belisi, Mark Walker, Alex Thompson, Ryan Lee, Godsend, and Xavier and Hugo. Some of the matches that you saw on that event. Now that they're on their 1-month break, it'll be very interesting to see where they go and how they perform when they do come back. I think for sure when they've got some big names coming in that there's going to be some big stuff ahead for SSW. Last but certainly not least, it is of course Texas Pro Wrestling, and I like Texas Pro Wrestling. They're our smallest company right now, but they're certainly a company that does not give up. The heavyweight champion, yeah, you just couldn't believe it. You just could not expect this man to ever win the championship, ever. But Wallace still has the championship. He's held it since the beginning, the first week of January. He still is the champion. It's unbelievable that he still has this title. He recently defeated Lucifer and Colton Putman to retain it. It's pretty incredible. The Mid-South Championship is owned by Jackson Nova right now, and Jackson Nova really starting to impress. He's really on his way, I feel, to becoming a big star for the company. Southern Tag Team Championships, Sin Dodalo and Manifest have them, the Lucha Tag Team. Very, very exciting team, and look for them to hopefully hold those titles for a little bit longer. And whilst we're also looking at titles, let's go have a look at SSW. We didn't check them out, but we have Stevie Ray Finn. He's got the 55 prestige for the Light Heavyweight Championship, despite the fact that there's already been now 3 holders. Phantom had it, Colton Putman, and Stevie Ray. So the title's been shopped around a little bit, but Stevie Ray already now getting 4 defenses under his belt. The New England Championship, George King, he's got it. He's working in ACW, but also working in SSW. George King is the current champion, 6 defenses. Caden James had a run with the belt as well, 3 defenses for him. The Tag Team Champions, Godsend, have locked this Tag Team division up right now, and they are doing exceptionally well at the moment. And Madrix Delgado really starting to get a bit of popularity, 19 pop across the board. Odyssey Sellers, 35 in the New England area. That is mighty impressive. They are really starting to get better and better. And Vinci still is the world champion. We've already had a few champions already. Alex Thompson had a short run for a week, and JJ Creed had a one week run, and then it was Vinci. But Vinci's really the only champion so far to really have locked this championship down. 8 defenses already for Vinci, including his last match, which was a 78. That's got to be one of the best matches we've had so far here in the series for the SSW brand. They're now waiting for their next tour, but that means there's an opportunity for Aki and Texas Pro Wrestling to catch up, because at the moment they're not too far away from reaching cult size. If they can keep some momentum building and really start to look to build on the momentum they've been able to create in the tri-state, they might be able to hit cult size towards the end of the year. It's certainly a possibility. So when they have these 1 month tour breaks, that gives the other companies a small little chance to catch up. So we'll see if Aki and Texas Pro can make the most of it. As for Twitch's size, they're currently doing very, very well. 45 popularity across the board. Same goes for their importance of 54 and 54 in their 2 major regions. So they are well and truly a cult size. They've got a lot of work to do before they want to get to national. For BPZ, they're not all that far away. 59 popularity across the board is their popularity, but their importance a touch lower in some areas of 58, but for the most part, relatively the same as well. So BPZ, they've got to get to 65, and you get the feeling that maybe 5-6 months time, they might be able to do that. So once they hit 65, they'll reach national size, and that could be a massive turning point in the battle between BPZ and Twitch. It might even swing into the favor of BPZ's company by a long way, because at the moment BPZ is well and truly ahead of Twitch, and if they can get to national size sooner rather than later, they might just grab the ball and run away with it, and there might be no catching them at all, no matter what Twitch manages to produce in the near future. But that is your recap for the BPZ versus Twitch mod. We'll be doing this monthly after the end of each month. We'll go back and take a look at all the recent results, all the title changes, and some of the popularity changes. If you want to know your own character, let me know. We can always take a look at those characters specifically for the next highlights. And also make sure you come along to the Twitch streams as well. We stream 5 times a week. That's right, 5 times a week, 8 PM Eastern Standard Time is the time we go live, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz. We stream every day of the week except for Mondays and Tuesdays. The BPZ versus Twitch mod is streamed 3 times per week, generally on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Sometimes that may change, but that's when you can expect to see those streams. 8 PM Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz. If you haven't signed up already, you don't have a character, you're just watching this going, what is this mod? How do I get myself involved? You can have your very own character in this mod. Use the link in the description down below. Sign up. It's so easy to do it, so easy to join. It takes a matter of minutes, and you'll be placed into the queue where your character will be put into the mod when your time comes. So currently there's over 25 people waiting to get their character in. The longer you wait, the further along in the game you have to wait to get your character put in. So the sooner you sign up, the better. Make sure you do so by using the link in the description down below. That's your recap for the BPZ versus Twitch mod. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to see you all at the streams in the future.